Sir, a quick brief about yourself to audiences.
Okay, while I'm exhibiting my company here, Contentra Universal, and I head the organization, but I'm better known as a YouTuber, having my own two finance tube channels. One is in English and one is in Hindi. The Hindi one is called Money Mantra, and we have close to 2.2 million views and around 60 odd thousand followers as of now. Friends, and I have authored 8 books which are published by CNBC TV 18, and I'm an adjunct professor with SPJ in Dubai, Sydney, Singapore and Mumbai. So I'm really excited about being a part of ASMA Convention 2019. This is one of the most vibrant events that happens every year, and I'm glad that we could exhibit this year. Every year I participate but don't exhibit, but this year we have a stall here, and it's kind of a vibrant atmosphere, yes.
Well, first of all, thank you for exhibiting with us. Second of all, congratulations for making the right decision, and I'm glad that you have a good experience with us. Well, sir, ASMA 2019 has grown over the years, and you've been a part of it. Well, what do you think are the major takeaways of this convention?
See, the biggest takeaway that I found today, where we heard the vice chancellors of universities and CEOs of large IT companies talking about involving technology into education. What we are seeing is that the way the millennial generation and Gen Z, which is even beyond millennials, the way they are thinking today is that they are pro technology. When there was a survey done by Google which asked these young generation people that how do they view technology, do they view it as an opportunity or a threat, and a staggering 78% of them came out with a statistic saying that they look at it as an opportunity. So incorporating technology into the education is one of the primary takeaways that I feel that I got, and it kind of reinforced my assurance in the business model that I have developed, where we are giving a technology which is of the future to the current generation.
Well, absolutely. We wanted people like you who are actually innovators or future thinkers come and be a part of such a convention. That's what makes 2019 special. Well, talking about ASMA, we have ASMA TV as the first channel on academicians. What do you think about that?
Okay, in the recent session that was taken by Swati from Google, I found that even Google feels that video is the way forward, and it's the most engaging tool available. And what ASMA has rightly done is that it has given a platform at the right time and at the right place by offering a TV on demand, which kind of hooks on to a lot of students these days. I think TV is going to be an exciting medium, and having a first mover advantage for ASMA is going to help them in a very long way.
Very true, sir. Very well said. Right on the point. Well, a digital transformation for higher education is the need of the hour, I would say. How do you think the whole transition will happen from the traditional educational system to the digital transformation?
That's a very pertinent question, my friend. See, what is happening, friends, in these days is that the teachers are still very traditional and they prefer the classroom mode of learning, and of course it has its own advantages. But if you look at technology has a lot of flexibility inbuilt into education. However, the live interaction between teacher and student kind of it misses, and there is a limitation to that effect. So to address that issue, what we have done is, instead of just bringing in plain e-learning or traditional classroom, we have fused the two, and we've got something what we call as blended learning track, which enables the learners to first, before the classroom, read the e-books, appear for assessments, watch videos, capture their key learnings, and then come to a physical or a virtual classroom where they can enhance their learning interactions or do those things like case studies or simulations or model building or actual practical doing, which otherwise is not possible using technology. So I feel it's the blend that is the way forward, and the transition is not going to be sudden radical change, but it is going to gradually move towards a digital transformation, where we will see that the younger generation will adapt it very, very fast, but the older ones will kind of take some time to catch up.
Well, I am glad that we are talking on the same pace in terms of we adding the convention and exhibitors doing exactly the same thing what we vision of. So many congratulations for being a part of the same vision. Sir, let's try and make it a little funnier. Well, what do you think if you were taken back 15 years of your career, 20 years of your career, and brought you to the stage where you've just started your career or graduated from the school and ASMA was happening, what would hit your head in terms of your thoughts?
Well, I would, if I have to travel back in time, give me a moment, and I'm going to think and say that if ASMA was happening at that time, I would have looked at it as another networking meet, or would have looked at it as if they are talking something straight out of the future, and I don't know how practical it would be given circumstances and the kind of gadgets or bandwidths that were available 15 years ago.
Well, that's an honest answer, let me tell you that. Any message to the ASMA team for the ASMA 2020 event?
Yes, ASMA 2020 event is going to break all the records which it is now creating in 2019, and ASMA 2020 is going to bring a lot more of infusion of not just technology and education, but will create a mind shift, a transformation in the way the whole education system is currently performing. Because there is not a single speaker on the stage who have come today and said that our education system does not need change. So it's not about just an overhaul, it's going to be a massive radical change that is coming to us in 2020, and I'm sure that ASMA 2020 is going to lead the beacon by breaking the news first to us. I wish ASMA team all the very best.
Well, I hope that every word from your mouth comes true, and if we lead the beacon, I would want you to have a similar kind of part in the journey, and hope to have you as an exhibitor or as a partner in the future for many events to come. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for this interview, and in fact our aspirations are even beyond. I would like to be a part of the not just being an exhibitor, but would take a speaking slot next year and would like to host the event. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, sir.